I'm in Rebecca's room. She's gone to Pecroft's to get some more oxygen. Yeah, girls always get the best. Unless there's another girl, then they have to share. But I guess that's the way it goes. We've been building this stabilization now for a few days. I've gone to Dnipro to get more generators. Something as simple as shelving, metal shelving. You know, this isn't my first stabilization. Some of them can be 48 hours, some of them can be, 4 months. I think the longest one I was there for 2 of it. With 1st Armoured Brigade, in my opinion, that's the best stabilization I've ever seen, and it was the first one I ever worked with. But I can play my part. When I first came here, I didn't know how to do the things that I can do now. But I can also organize and prepare, because I know the value in that. I never had a natural advantage in my whole life, like athletically, intellectually, but I was just an all-rounder, pretty decent at everything. But I could put in the work. So we're building this up. I'm not Zelensky. I'm certainly not Putin. I don't know what he's got planned, but where we're placed and the facility that we could have, if needed, this could do a lot of work. I recently turned down a very short notice, a short rotation, not as gunner, not as driver, but as the paramedic, the lead. Not doctors or paramedics assistant, but we're busy here. And just so happens, Nika took the role, and her team's here. And I'm very happy about that, because, she's less than 20-30 kilometers away. We're neighbors. So I'll see her again soon. But I brought her a present today, and, that felt real nice. Her driver, he's got a new air compressor, he's got a new pump jack, and he got him a tow rope. But Nika got something just for her, and it's hers. So, little interview. I never realized how tired I am till I watch this one. So bear with me. But I give you what you want. It's Nika, and Nika's the future.
Hello guys. Hi Brandon.
Hi Nika.
Thank you so much for bringing me this amazing device. And not only me, but our team that we are working with, and Army Medical, and we hope to save more lives using it. And at the end of the day, I'm very happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. So, how's life?
Well, we're still alive.
You've got a cool flag.
We're still alive. We're trying to move forward. I don't know if we succeed. Everything is getting harder and harder because of many reasons. And health is deteriorating, but we are still holding on.
I bought all these eco flows, and then there was a chance to buy an Anchor one, which is really pretty, and I knew you were here and I couldn't help myself, and I wanted you to have one.
At least the one of good things is I've now having way more experience than it was when we last time have seen each other. Medical.
What sort of procedures have you done?
IO.
You've never done an IO before this?
Before, never.
Never?
Yeah. And I never seen actual bone brain in my syringe before.
Really?
Yeah.
When you did the IO, did you flush it with lidocaine? Or just straight?
With saline.
Okay.
It was, the patient was terminal. It was about every second matters, so...
Yeah.
Needle chest decompression, intubation assistance, drainage assistance, like a lot of good stuff, and at least something keeping us alive.
I've never actually stuck the needle in myself for decompression, and I always think about the second intercostal,
Don't do that
Yeah,
on yourself.
Did you do? No, I'm not going to do it on myself, you idiot. But like when they talk about the fifth intercostal down the side, I can't find my own, and
Yeah, you can just use the technique when you find it next to sternum. It is easier to find, and then just
to go down here and across.
No. In order to find the fifth intercostal space, find fifth here and just follow the rib here.
I can do that. No one ever taught me that. It was always down the side. But I mean, I told you earlier, but I'm quite proud of myself because it was the first time I run Systema and run catheters in the dark the other night. But it's like when you're the foreigner here and you want to do better, if there's other medics around, people always push you out of the way. It's because like I'm stupid. That's what it feels like to me. But I was the only medic there, and I thought little things. You came to my mind, people like Nikolaevich, but I was like, afterwards, like, ooh, cool. So the squad is happy with me because I did good job with their two guys, but it's like Nikolaevich will be proud of me. Nika will be proud of me. It'll be like plus plus.
Of course, we're very not only proud but also happy for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I still remember the moment when I got when I got to do the job in front of like little commander, and still inside I was kind of worried how it will go, that he will not push me away and say I better do it myself. And I know
you have to earn his trust.
Yeah, exactly. I know how that feels, but from my point of from not only point of view, but from how does my experience feels, is that quite a lot of foreigners have their own green light, what I told you, what I used to call as untouchable, so that you are
untouchable. If you do something wrong, you don't get punished the same.
Yes, and also you're not taking responsibility. If you're, for example, if we are the team, they will ask for me to answer for the stuff, not for you, because it's simply easier, because I speak the language.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're foreigner or Ukrainian. If they don't know you, they don't know you. And the first couple of days are kind of like shitty, like until they see something. Like it was really cool the other night with Rebecca and Lilia, and when they started talking about hemoglobin, they had a conversation, and I went to talk to someone else. But at the end, you could tell just by conversation Lilia's level, like her competency level. But anyway.
Yeah, when you talk about stuff that if you know, you know.
You can't fake this. I don't know. I just thought I'd make a silly video on YouTube because everybody loves Nika, and Nika's the future.
Of course, it's incorrect. It's not true.
Yeah, well, I wish you seen what I see in you. But I don't know. I hope someday again I can work for you. But the problem with being a Rishala is when you're good at it, you can't stop.
Yeah.
When you're a good medic, you can't stop. But this is your new toy.
It doesn't mean that if I'm not a good medic yet, I can't stop.
What do you mean you're not a good? You are good. I haven't done an IO yet. This is Nika's new toy, because you guys know I've been fundraising now for eco flows instead of not only generators. So Anchor and EcoFlow are like the best brands you can get, but it's not the teams, it's not Hospitalers, it's Nika's. So, but Nika goes on rotations, it's hers. If you're in Kiev and there's no power and you need to study, it's yours. And I don't even have my own EcoFlow because I give everything away and then I don't have anything. But then I just go to Nipro and buy more.
Thank you very much for the donations, and of course it will be used on this rotation and hopefully on next one.
Yeah, it's a big thing because a lot of times we aren't running generators at night anymore. Because a lot of these positions, well, anybody on YouTube who's a hardcore Ukraine person knows what goes on with the drones and the Orlons at night. It's really preferable not to run the generators now because we have to run them inside. But basically, you've got 10 lights, you've got a Starlink for about 30 hours. I know Nika has her own cult following. Like, I just knew it would. I'm sorry, I don't lie on social media, and some people don't like me, but I knew Nika would get more money. If I didn't want to just get a picture, but I love you.
I love you too, of course.
Okay.
I love them.
Yeah, they just want good things for us, all of us, but especially you. Not especially you, not especially you, but people like you. You know what I mean?
That's more accurate. A little bit.
Okay, a little bit more, but they don't know other people. They don't know other in America or Britain. They don't know people like Nika. They only know Nika.
That's the problem. That I only happen to work with you. I didn't sign like it only happened that I'm with you and thousands of people way more. Of people who are about to be on to be said all that good things that you say to me are staying behind the scenes.
I don't know. It is what it is, you know. Like when I met you in, was it Pereskoivka or was it Blahodatne? We can say because Russia has it all now. Was it Pereskoivka?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, you know, you guys were just, you needed, I don't even remember what you and Dan needed, but it was tires or something. But then it was attack med.
They needed a generator.
Yeah, it was a generator. Then it was general. Then it was, yeah, it was a power generator. It was an alternator, and it was tires. But then it turned into attack med course, and then doing all kinds of crazy shit with Philip and Olia and. It was good fun for 6 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, now we are friends with Olia.
Yeah, now we're friends with Olia Zaitseva, Princess Olia, Princess Donbass. But anyway, no, I don't know. Look, so my YouTube was around 10,000 followers, and then when Nika came on the show, the YouTube went to like 20,000 followers. So I learned and I started doing the thumbnails with Nika always. And then that got like 25,000 followers and now, you know, like someone said, yeah, we don't want to see you, Brandon. Now I'm almost at 60,000 followers and it's like, we just keep getting more generators and stuff. So I know some people do like me, but you brought it to like the next level and Yana was like, Nika, help Brandon.
That's correct.
So, anyway, this is the weirdest YouTube video I've ever done. Because usually it's just, there's explosions and something. We did a lot of fucked up stupid shit. Like going to East Bakhmut for Macaroni Lady and Chicken Lady.
But it was not only for her, it was for all 7 people, including a kid, and then...
Yeah, but you remember the positive. I only remember the negative, like Macaroni Lady.
Yeah, I remember.
So.
The other day I texted you that I'm still thinking on that piece of shrapnel.
Yeah, that was another. I don't know. I got a lot of new followers, but me and Nika did a lot of crazy shit, and we used to go collect dead Russian uniforms in Luhansk Oblast because volunteers sell that stuff. I don't want to sell it myself, but like our battalion did a fundraiser to buy us more equipment. It's kind of fucked up, but it's the war. So we used to go to lots of interesting places, and yeah, we got a lot of Russian stuff, and then one day Nika, yeah, well, anyway, we didn't go collect more Russian stuff anymore, did we?
Not that time.
I seen it go over your head. And then it hit the ground. Anything else you want to say to your fans?
They're not my fans, but God bless you all.
Yeah, seriously though, guys, thanks. I just thought, because that's the way I am. I wanted to get Nika one, but I figured a picture is worth 1,000 words. So if we did a video, and it's a bit of a different one, but I just want everyone. It's not only Nika. Like, there's other people, really really cool people that, like, unless you're in Donbass, you don't know who needs help, you know. But everybody needs an eco flow, or they would like to have one. But I guess I'm kind of becoming Ukrainian, because I try to help everybody, but I try to help my own family first. You're my family.
Me too.
You know, you're stuck with me. Anyway, let's go and say goodbye. Say goodbye, Nika.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So I went to visit Nika again tonight. I got some things for them at the supermarket. Yesterday I couldn't get to them. But, you know, I didn't want to leave that one alone. Already I want to edit it and add this to it. And it's not even been uploaded. It's not even been released yet. But, yeah, Nika's one of those, she's one of those annoying types. She's one of those don't call me a hero heroes. And, you know what they're like. But I'm just so glad to see my friend again and see her doing as well as she's doing. And yeah, I'll show you where I live. So this is my bedroom. Anyway, it's pretty cozy. I'll show you the other end. Oh. So those are the tourniquets from Dante. Blue Gullebillen purchased his blood warmers, the bacs, I think they're called, from Denmark. And he wanted to pay for them. So they said, no, we'll pay for them, and you buy the equivalent in tourniquets to give to Brandon. So those are the stitches. Those are my favorite. Here, I'll get up and show you. You know, $40, $50 for a cat tourniquet. I mean, these babies here, it's all metal fittings, and it's got a little inline holder. I think it's even better. I think they're under $20, you know, versus $50. And yeah, that's my room. It's all to myself. A bit awkward when someone walks in sometimes when I'm... You know, I struggle with these things my whole life. When people see the good in me and people see the good in you. I don't know if you'll be president of Ukraine. What do you want to do? Instead of people always saying Nika will be the ambassador, Nika will be will have many children and finish her medical studies. Like, what do you... Nobody ever really asked what Nika want to do with her life.
I want people to stop sexualizing women, and I want people to stop telling other people their future. I don't know what I want to do. We will act according to circumstances. And I definitely want to graduate my medical school as for now. I definitely want to graduate university. I definitely want to, like, before the whole-scale invasion, I was about to join police, but it never happened, so we'll see. I want to run social activities as I wanted it before whole-scale invasion, and yeah, that's what it is. We didn't agree for you to film me.
No, I didn't. I can delete all this if you want, but it's like I'm reading those comments and people write to me all the time, Brandon, you're an amazing person. Brandon, you're this and that. But
of course you are.
Of course you are. Shut up, Nika. No, but you're an amazing person.
You're saying that you're not bullying me. Is communicating with me like shut up on a regular basis.
No.
Yes.
But no, like
is it you?
But this is about you. This is about you.
Is it you who's saying that you are not bullying me and saying shut up to me.
I'm not bullying you. It's just no. But what it is? Don't kick me. See, she just kicked me.
Because you deny bullying me and say shut up.
Okay, well, here's this. When they say to me, "Oh, you're a hero," you know what I mean? You do this. You've got balls of steel. To me, I think in Donbass, the level of balls of steel, it's a higher. You have to do more than and like I don't go. I've been past zero a handful of times in my life, and one time it didn't go very well. So to me, the heroes are the guys in the blindage, in the trench. Who are the heroes to you?
Who are heroes to
Yeah,
me?
to you. Who are the heroes to you?
They are the people who are still manage to live decent life, whatever, wherever, either here in Sela or in Kiev in a flat. Like, I don't really care where and in what conditions.
So in principle, a school teacher who, just for example, a school teacher who works their hardest and does their best of ability is a hero.
Yeah.
The doctors like Nikolai Nikolaevich.
Of course he is.
No, he is a hero.
Of course he is.
That's why I'm still in Ukraine, because of 1st Armored Brigade. People like that.
I think he's gonna be your YouTube star, even anonymously. Nikolai Nikolaevich.
Nikolai Nikolaevich?
Yeah.
Ah, Nikolai Nikolaevich. Nikolai Nikolaevich. Yeah, but seriously though, no, but I don't know. I just decided to start filming this right randomly right now because all these people see these qualities and potential in you.
No, they don't say that on me. Stop saying that.
No, but okay, just hear me out. When you're on camera, when we worked together, which was some of the, if I can be honest with you, some of the funnest times I've had of the war, working with you. What you were to me was someone that I can trust. I explained to you, this is what I want to do, this is what we need to do, this is our objective, and you had all the intelligence and parameter to make all that happen. And very few times do I need to say anything because you were doing everything correctly. And it was very, very stress-free. I mean, sure, there was a few times things go boom or didn't like, but everybody asks about you, whether it be Roman from 95 Brigade, whether it be Elf, whether, Jesus, everybody, so it's you've left a positive impact from the people, and I still know them all and still see them all from time to time and work with them. But people say that about you, but you won't. It's harder for you to accept. But people say these things to me all the time. Oh, you're this, that. But I guess if only me or you believed what people say to be true, which is true. They're not saying Nika's gonna be the president, but if she wanted to, she could. She could also be a teacher. She could also do law. She could, Brandon could probably even do a lot of things after the war. But I don't know. I'm
not gonna be a president.
No. Would you even want to?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. So, who are some of the people that you work with that you look up to the most, like in the war, like some of the doctors and people anyone you've had a chance to serve with? So who, like when I say your heroes, that sense, but who's been an example to you that you've served with? Yana Zinkovich.
Of course. Like a lot of people say Nikolai Nikolaevich.
Everyone who's done everyone from Hospitalieri who's done a rotation there will always be in marvel of him.
Like Dan from Detroit,
Dan
you
Reaver.
of course.
Oh.
Those guys that I work now with, those guys that we worked previous rotation, the rotation before previous rotation, like so many people. That girl that is now musician teacher in Lviv, who
Yeah.
she happened to save 20 casualties before she got injured herself. Now, anytime I go to Lviv, I go only to her, and it all makes sense to go to Lviv just to visit her.
Kind of like how you and Olena are friends now.
Yeah, like there are kind of those women who we I don't know how it works, but it's just like the energy and the vibe and the understanding so deeply that you never can forget.
Did you find so many of those in life before the war? Before military service?
No,
Did they exist?
no.
I've got a theory. I prefer to deal with women, like to accomplish goals. Like Tilda, for example. There is no societal pressure on someone without a penis. Like, you know, like she has her problems because people won't listen to her in Sweden, despite her being the only one here. But there's no societal pressure on you to do this. You do this because you choose to do it. So therefore, it removes the ego.
It's not very true because I'm graduating this year and I will be military obliged. But so far I'm not yet military obliged.
No, because Yana has us all signed. If you request for the paper, then you are not military obliged. You are exempt because you stay in battalion.
Well, just what I'm saying that
In principle.
In principle, I had either I'm going to serve for Yana or I'm going anyways.
Of course, there's a lot of things you can do in a volunteer battalion that you can't do in the army.
Yeah, of course.
I would even debate, because a lot of people have joined the army because of financial reasons.
Yeah.
And sadly, some of our best people.
Yeah.
Ivanka, Dasha, who's now a sniper. A lot of people in the outside world give you a lot of praise, but they only see what they see on the camera, so the camera doesn't lie. The camera presents it as it is.
Not all the times.
They see what they see, and they envision. I think it's so relatable. What were you doing a year ago? What was I doing a year ago? Not this.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, anybody that wants to can. Those who don't, they choose not to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to, a matter of choice. You're not going to beat me up anymore tonight because I know.
I didn't beat you up, but you put soap on my head.
Yeah, because you were trying to attack me.
No.
All I was doing was telling everybody that you had a cult following on YouTube, which is kind of true.
No, it's not.
It's kind of true.
It's not true.
Are you still here?
Yeah, we're doing YouTube.
Okay. Hello, my подписчики.
Что?
Hello, my подписчики, followers.
Followers.
Yes.
Well, if I tag you on this, you'll get some followers.
Okay. Lemon, say hello.
Hi, Lemon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Do побачення. Yeah, so that's just a little thought. But in reality, these people would like to meet you someday and shake your hand. And I can say it for you, but I can't say it for myself because I cringe when they're like, oh, you're a great guy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'd love to have a beer with you someday. I don't drink. I haven't drank in almost 11 years, but...
I don't drink either.
No, I know. I know you don't. But maybe it's okay just to kind of accept it, that it doesn't have to be that way for us, but it can be that way for other people. And it's no less reality. But at the end of the day, have you had any casualties today?
No, not yet.
So that's a good thing. Now we've addressed that issue with the hero, all the hero shit. So if Nikolai Nikolaevich is a hero, if Yana Zinkovic is a hero, if Dan Rebar is a hero, then maybe you are, and so am I.
You are.
But I get sick inside when you say that. I'm like, ugh. But if I say it to you, you get sick too. You've done a lot of cool shit. And you chose to do it. and you do it more dignified than me, because every second word that I do my job every time, and I've never not done my job. And like I got that phone call today, can you come on this rotation, it's gonna be hot. Like yeah whatever. But when you do it, and you've seen probably just as much as me in different places, you do it very stoically.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know, stoic, it's like a Greek word, do you know what I mean? Like they just do it calmly, like fatalism, like, oh, you're gonna die someday anyway, but you're just very calm and methodical.
We just had that talk with my team commander. He can sometimes go like mad and maybe scream, maybe like say some bad word or so. But I'm like that calm psychopath that will slowly just move on and will never scream, will never say any bad word. And sometimes it's not good because I don't know how, like, I never, not never, but I struggle to express my feelings. But that's correct that I'm more tend to calmly move on.
Do you think that you should be a certain way? Like, do you think, okay, so we talked the other day about the shrapnel that flies over your head. You know, I remember just freezing and staring at your face like that. That went over your head like 1 meter and then flew and hit the ground. Like, and you were just kind of like, I don't know, I can't make the facial expression, but I'll if I see it again, I'll never forget it. But you said to me, it's just like, that doesn't bother me. But like, as if like it should bother you.
I can't answer that question.
Because it doesn't bother you.
It doesn't.
So it's not weird, it just is what it is. But the team commander freaks out, but he does his job. But he's like, suka biat, la la la, right?
Well, not that, but just sometimes he can scream. Sometimes he can be sad, angry, sometimes happy. But like we agree on that.
But the job still gets done every time,
Of course.
regardless. And if it didn't get done, you wouldn't be here. So, I don't know. I like to talk philosophy with you.
I know. It's like a video about nothing, yes.
I don't know. Well, soon I'm gonna go abroad. I have to go home and fix some things in Sweden, and I have a few health issues. And in theory, I could do that as quick as 2 weeks, but now people are like talking about doing podcasts, doing the news, going to pro-Ukraine events, and I was like, do you know who they'd really like to hear from?
Not me.
Yeah, they don't want to know, but you're incapable of lying. Well, maybe.
You know that my rotation is booked
I know, but
for 2 months.
I'm prepared to commit, because like the Ukrainian Canadian Congress, I contacted them, the different people. Some of them in principle are very actively like trying to pursue this. I don't know. Maybe people would like to hear what you have to say.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
No shit. Do you know what I mean? Like I've the world kind of turned around in the past 10 years for me. I'm a cisgendered white heterosexual man on paper. You know, I've said enough. Nika's the future. No, but they say that.
No.
But it's
No.
well, it's not. I'm pushing 40. It's not gonna be me who's in 20 years from now who's, you know, you'll be my age. You know, this will be your.
Just want to work in a close
Normal life.
office in this police investigatory department, run some non-profitable social activity.
Yeah, like your farm and your social work.
I don't like farm, but since it's already started, better to keep it going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I don't like animals just because of the past. It is what it is.
That's what people say. That's what people believe. And it's okay for them. But if 100 or 200 people are consistently saying the same thing, there must be something behind that.
You're saying 200 and I'm already thinking about this.
You're already thinking about death. Okay, so there's 205 people but consistently, that's what they say. They're impressed, they're beguiled by this person. You.
The other thing is that it is just a picture on camera, and they don't see all the stuff that is stayed not pictured.
Well, they say the same about Dmitry too. He does very well on the algorithm. So every time they see normal Ukrainian, it's not just you. It's just they've seen more of you through my YouTube journey. Dmitry just does cameos. Do you know what I mean? He's a cameo, like he's not a regular cast member of the TV show.
Oh.
Like you see him once or twice a season. You know what I think. And you're very well aware, because I read all the comments to you, what about 167 people of a video that hasn't even premiered yet think. So, something to think about. And now I'm going to go home, because I don't like driving around here at night.
It's night already.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's not summer yet. Bye, Nika.